sunshiny faces. So guys, we're headed out for breakfast this morning at a hopefully not too busy breakfast cafe, and it still looks kind of busy, but hopefully we get a seat because at least there's not people lined up out the door like there was last week. But yeah, I'll record when we get in. Alright Matthew, so what'd you get there?
Food, lots of food.
Okay. You want to tell everybody how you ordered 2 breakfast dishes and then a
They're
side
not that
too?
big.
You got a full thing of French toast, pancakes, and a side of eggs. And
They're
what
not
did Jack
that
get over
big.
there?
I got a cinnamon roll pancake and a side of bacon.
And Mom got an omelet, butcher block omelet or something, and then I got a jambalaya omelet. And I got some pancakes and cookie butter latte. You guys, we're back home. It is about 9:45-ish. I've got to feed the dogs because they still haven't eaten yet today. And I also am going to make dinner for tonight, which is going to be in the crock pot. So I'm going to throw everything in there. But I realized we don't have cornstarch that I can find, so I'm going to try and just use flour because I think it's just to make the consistency thicker, which flour will do that too, or should hopefully help do that. See, I thought we had cornstarch. See, I don't know, guys. I really feel like I used it for something else, and now I'm like, I don't know where it is. But our pantry is a disaster. Like, disaster. I had it organized at one point, and then people just shoved things back in here. So, I have no clue if we actually have it or not. I'll try and keep looking, but if not, I think I'm just going to use flour for it. But basically, this is everything I'm going to need, plus I think a little bit of water as well. But I got a big yellow pepper, a smaller red pepper, sea salt, crushed red peppers, balsamic vinegar, honey, chicken thighs, and chopped garlic, 2 zucchinis, which I think actually calls for 1 zucchini, but I got 2, so that's what I'm going to use. And I think it calls for 8 chicken thighs. I think this might be 6 maybe. I have no clue actually, but hopefully with the amount of produce that I'm adding in there should be enough. It is a crock pot garlic honey chicken recipe. It looks like that, so I'm assuming that you serve it over rice, like it looks like an Asian dish kind of thing. So let's see if I can get a better picture up here. Yeah, like that. So it looks like it's served over rice. So the chicken I think is supposed to just shred apart like that, but that's basically how I'm going to end up doing it. But this is everything that I'm going to need for that. Like I said, minus the corn starch. It calls for something else too, like arrow. I don't even know what that is. This thingy, like, I don't even know, something arrowroot powder or something. I have no clue. Or it says or cornstarch, and I cannot find our cornstarch, so I don't think I'm going to use that. But yep, this is everything I'm going to need for dinner tonight. Update: it is about 1 o'clock, guys. We just got back from the grocery stores. We left at like maybe about 10 o'clock. We got back probably about noon, 12:30 or so, and I finished this up, which I don't know, the recipe was again kind of weird. I don't necessarily go by like recipe cook times. I think it said for 3 hours on high, and that you're supposed to add the zucchini and the bell peppers an hour before you serve, which I don't know, I think it's weird because I don't feel like they're going to be like done enough, and so I'm adding them in on low for the whole cook time, and it should be done in about like, oh, I don't know, I put them in at like about 10 o'clock or something like that this morning. I'm thinking like 4 or 5 they'd be done, so that's like 6 or so hours, which is normally like I always double it if it's on low for that, or like normally it'd be like 5 to 6 hours on low then if it's 3 hours on high. But I'm adding the vegetables in because they've already been in there cooking for like 3 hours and they don't look super mushy yet, and my glasses got all fogged up. But we got back from the grocery stores. We went to Aldi's, Valley Produce, and Caputo's, and then we also went to Menards too, which I kind of want to share with you guys, like, you know, what we pick up and everything like that, and kind of my idea. I really want to do this on my Killing It with coupons, even if I do like this part is like the update. So maybe next week that's what I'll do, but since I've been doing this now for 2 weeks, I can at least say that like kind of have it under my belt. But I just want to do like a general idea of like what we got for the week and kind of thing. So there was a bunch of stuff I feel like that we kind of bought that was like a stock up or something like that we don't normally buy. Like we got paper towels, which we don't buy every single week, and also laundry detergent, which we also don't buy every single week. So there was like a lot of stuff this week that we kind of bought that was like out of the norm. At Menards, we ended up spending $25. At Valley Produce, we spent under 20. It was like $19.93, I think. Here, I'll show you guys. $19.93 at Valley Produce. At Menards, we ended up spending 26, about 27 bucks there. It was about 20 under 22 at Valley Produce and under 82 at Aldi. In total, we ended up spending under 150 bucks, but like I said, it was probably at least close to 20 of that was on the laundry detergent and paper towels. I think the paper towels were like $13 and the laundry detergent was like an extra 10 bucks, which we bought the big thing of Tide and a big thing of paper towels. So I'll go over that, share with you guys, but that was like an extra 20-25 bucks that we pretty much ended up spending that we normally wouldn't. So normally I would have considered all this stuff pretty much okay, and I hate having to figure in the snack food because normally I don't eat like so much of the snack food, like the crackers and stuff like that, but I want to share with you guys everything. Majority of it was produce stuff. Like I said, all of it for under $150, and we normally have $200 a week, so we have like an extra $50, but my dad counted an extra $70, so he also said he had 40 from last week, so I'm not sure how I figured he had an extra $70 if we spent $150, but whatever. But this is everything. Now guys, I'm cooking breakfasts every single day this week, and I'm also doing dinners for 4 days out of this week, and also breakfast for 4 days, and lunch kind of too for my dad and for Matthew, and Jack probably won't eat it, but I'm gonna do the leftover salads that we have from dinner. I'll put in a like Ziploc or in like a Tupperware, and then I'm doing chicken tenderloins. So real quick, I guess I'll just run over kind of what I got for everything for this week, and I'll share with you guys too what my idea meal plan kind of thing is for this week as well. So like I was saying, I got the package of chicken tenderloins that is going to go with the salad that I'm making. I'm making 3 salads for this week, so one day they'll probably, like, they normally take leftovers anyway too, but so that the salads are a little bit more filling and they can do the chicken tenderloins, I'm going to cook that up in the crock pot, and then they'll just do those for the 3 days throughout the week and throw them on there for like chicken salads. So the breakfast stuff, I got potato puffs, I guess, tater tot stuff. I got 2 packages of grape tomatoes. My dad actually got 2 things of cereal, which if we're making breakfasts all the day this week, we won't really need cereal, so that might be like 2 weeks of cereal kind of thing. I told you guys too in yesterday's vlog, maybe it was yesterday's, but we're out of the salad dressing that I like, so we got this to try. We also got the regular Italian dressing as well. And then for breakfast, I got 2 things of eggs. These Roma tomatoes were on sale. That's to go with the salads. This is for dinners. Organic spaghetti for the dinners. Organic broccoli was on sale. I think these are zucchini. I got 3 of those were also on sale, and I'll probably do something for lunch. A head of lettuce, organic cauliflower, which I am going to use for dinner. Also 10 gala apples, a 3-pound bag of onions, romaine lettuce, which is going to be for the salads. I got 4 avocados. I got some asparagus. I got 2 packages of strawberries, 3 packages of blackberries. We're going to do parfaits with the yogurts, and then also too, I have protein granola up there that I'm going to use. I got, let's see, French vanilla creamer because I'm out. Honey I just ran out of. And 2 things of cheddar cheese, which I might actually only need 1 of these, so one might be like a stock up. Got 2 things of black bean soup, 2 things of lentil soup for myself, and then 2 cucumbers, which is going to be for the salad. Also, I think I got 6 or so oranges. Got some fresh sage because I'm going to need that. These were a stock up too. I got 4 of the juices, which were 99 cents at Valley Produce, so I got 4 of those. Also too, when I was at Menards, I didn't even know they sell lentils there, so I got some lentils too, which I can use to make like homemade lentil salad or soup or something like that. And then also my dad picked up 2 of these just at Menards. Green onions, organic baby carrots, a 3-pack of the bell peppers. My dad got Fritos and Doritos apparently too. And we also got some Halos, bananas, Nutty Buddy bars. Again, that's something my dad got, and Pop-Tarts too, which again, hopefully if like that stuff is, I make the breakfast stuff, my dad will realize that like we probably only need one thing of Pop-Tarts and one thing of cereal maybe. And then I also got some of the ham from Aldi to do mini quiche with, and then you use it like a bowl kind of. I'll explain when I share with you guys this week when I make it. Okay, so on this side of the table we got 2 things of black beans, 2 things of cream of mushroom soup, which I'm not sure, the recipe might have called for 1 and I picked up 2, so I might actually have extras 2, and then diced tomatoes, the Tide detergent, which we got a big thing of, and that was, like I said, a stock up thingy. And then also I got 2 packages of meat for this week, which is the pork loin twin pack. There's actually 2 in here, but I think I'm just going to use 1 whole one because it was only like 4 pounds or so, which isn't like super heavy, and I think the recipe called for like 3+ pounds, I think, the 2 recipes that I'm doing. So I think that's pretty much everything I covered for you guys for this week that I wanted to share with you guys. Everything I picked up. We also had to get 4 newspapers, which is my newspapers, the big 12 pack of paper towels, and then also a thing of water. So that, along with 2, I always get blue corn chips and some of these for myself, which is just kind of my snacky thing that I have throughout the week if, you know, I want something salty or whatever, because I try and stay away from the chips. I don't like Cool Ranch Doritos anyway, so normally these just kind of hold me over like when I need something snacky throughout the week. So that is pretty much it. I will share with you guys my meal plan generally, what I'm planning on doing for this week. But like I told you guys, the lunches for my dad and Matthew, when I make the salad, which with the romaine, the regular lettuce, and I do tomatoes, the Roma tomatoes, and the cucumbers, will go over that salad, and then they can have some chicken breasts, or they can have some chicken tenderloins with that, and it'll work as their salad for lunches pretty much. Plus they normally take leftovers, but this too, if there isn't enough leftovers or something like that, they can always do these salads and it will work out perfectly. This week again I'm doing everything out of cookbooks because I really like doing that. The other week, I think it was 2 weeks ago, I ended up doing that. So I'm using this really old fix it and forget it slow cooker recipe book, which I'm doing the teriyaki pork roast, which is I actually needed apple juice anyway, and then it calls for a rolled pork loin roast. I'm using the one I have. This one recipe calls for a little bit over a 2-pound pork roast, but I am using like that 3-pound or so one, and that should be fine. They normally end up serving like 4 or so people, and we'll probably end up eating that, and 2 with leftovers and whatnot. So that's what the one recipe. The other one is on this one, which I really like because I like how modern it is, and it has really nice pictures in here too. And most of our cookbooks that we have are like super old, so this is a change of paces having this newer one. But the one vegetarian dish that I'm doing for this week is this pasta primavera with broccoli. I'm using some of that fresh broccoli, the organic stuff that I got. Yeah, it does call for 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, carrots, milk, Parmesan cheese, which I might leave that out just so it's vegetarian, garlic, which I got fresh garlic this week also, which I normally don't do, pepper, and then spaghetti, which I'm using the spaghetti. Then from this recipe, the Casserole Queen's Cookbook, I am doing this black bean enchilada casserole, which is vegetarian. I need tortillas, which it calls for corn tortillas. Nobody in our house likes it, so we're using flour tortillas, tomatoes, green onions, regular onion, this salsa, which I actually have salsa already, cumin, black pepper, black bean soup. I got 2 of those. I guess it only calls for 1 can of black beans, so I have 1 can, and then also cheddar cheese on top of that. So that's for that recipe. And then the last one is another slow cooker one for this week. I am doing this heritage pork roast, which is with, again, apple juice or apple cider, which I did get those 4 things of apple juice, which I needed anyway. Plus they were on sale, so awesome pair up there. Sweet potatoes. I got those. I don't know where those were. They were probably in a bag or buried somewhere. But I picked up some of those. I got onions, apples, which I'm going to use the apples as well. The pork roast, Dijon mustard, which we have, black pepper, sage, which we got, water, brown sugar, which we have, and cornstarch, which I found out now we don't have, and I forgot to put it on the list. So I'm going to have to, you know, punt, I guess, on that. But that is everything for this week. Like I said, just about figuring out the paper towels and the laundry detergent was probably about under $120 for this week for everything. And then for breakfast, I told you guys I'm doing 1 crock pot casserole in the crock pot, like for breakfast, which is like with the tater tots and stuff like that. I'll try and link that one below. It's on Pinterest, I believe. And then the other one that I'm doing is, I made them for Christmas 2 years ago, I think it it was, not last Christmas, the Christmas before that. It's using ham, and then you make them into like mini quiche, and you put them in the oven. It's super easy and super fast, and those ones Matthew and my dad and Jack can just heat up in the morning, or my mom too. And then lastly, I'm going to do the parfaits with the yogurt, and then cut up some of the berries that we ended up getting, because we still have blueberries left over from last week, and a whole another thing and a half of strawberries too. So that is the plan. I might add some chai seeds in there too, possibly, but I gotta figure out how to actually package them so that it like fits and everything. So I gotta try and see what Tupperware we have in here that would fit well enough to make the parfaits into. But that is my meal plan and grocery haul, I guess, for this week, that I just wanted to share with you guys to let you know what we ended up getting and what my meal plan is looking like for this week. So for lunch, I am late lunch, I guess. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm having some lentil soup. It's nice and warm and toasty. I'm actually going to let it cool real quick. But basically, I got out some oranges. I peeled the last of the organic oranges from last week. There was 4, but one of them wasn't really good, so I tossed one. Got the grapes out too from last week, and the strawberries, so that hopefully we can finish these up. The grapes actually are still like really good. Like, they taste completely fine. The strawberries, they're starting to like get a little, the stems are starting to get a little wilty. And then also too, over here, I've got this DIY like air freshener thingy, boiling, well not boiling, but like simmering kind of. It's just orange peels from the oranges that I peeled, and then a little bit of cinnamon powder. And basically, you just let it like simmer, and it smells like real citrusy, and like it smells more kind of like fall Christmassy kind of, I guess. Which, if you didn't want to, I feel like the cinnamon kind of makes it smell like that, but like the oranges, if you were to just leave the oranges like alone, it would be, you know, more like citrusy. I remember my mom doing that for like something, like she did it with cloves, I think, or something. But yeah, so anyway, because Matthew and Jack, like, and they'll even admit to it too, like the first day or second day that we get like fruits and stuff like that, like right after we go shopping, they're all like hell-bent on eating it. They're like, yeah, fruit and stuff like that. And then by the second day, they've completely forgotten that we have it. And so like, it's like almost you need to like feed it to them. So what I was thinking was, I was like, well, you know what, I could leave the fruits out like an hour or so, or an hour or two before we end up eating dinner, like around the time when they get home, which would be like 3 o'clock to like between 4 or 5 o'clock or so, like when we eat dinner then, so that they're not like snacking on like snacky stuff, and they can finish up some of the produce that we end up buying, because like sometimes they won't eat all the apples, or they won't finish all the oranges, or you know, like they won't finish the strawberries or something like that, and they end up going bad or something like that. So I was like, you know what, we can't let this stuff go bad, you know, because it's healthy and it's pretty cheap, so it's not like we're throwing away a ton of money or anything like that, you know. I feel like a half of a package of strawberries or something like that, but still, like, let's not let the stuff go bad. Let's try and eat as much of it as possible. Don't forget about it after like the second or third day that we end up buying it. So putting it out and leaving it out will probably be helpful, I think. So Bliss is just gonna sit over here. She wagged her tail when I said her name. When I said Bliss. Did you do that, Bliss? You cutie bear. Ike's trying to get up here. Yeah, you are. Aren't you, Ikey boy? I don't know if the camera can even see you. Yeah, you trying to get up? So I'm going to enjoy my lentil soup. So we got back from the stores again. We ended up going to Best Buy, and Dad bought a new computer, well, like a laptop, and then we also went to GameStop, and we got the new NHL game, because we play NHL 14 or whatever it is, like all the time. We play 14. We play 15. We have 15?
Yeah.
Which one did we just buy?
16.
Okay.
No, we play 14.
Yeah, we have 14. I was right. And I knew it was 2 years old. So yeah, and then we bought the new 16 tonight, because, you know, why not, right? I guess. But dinner's ready for tonight. It is in here. This is it. Honestly, it kind of got off track a little bit. I thickened it up with like the, what you call it, that it said, but it's just gonna be over rice. So I mean, it's like a stewy kind of thingy. The chicken, I don't know, the chicken was done, like, I don't know, guys, honestly though, it looks really good and it smells delicious too. So the bell peppers kind of did fall apart because I left them in there for so long, but if not, they wouldn't have been soft enough, and like the zucchini still fine. So whatever, you know. And then I finished up the rice too. I just did instant rice, so it was a super fast dinner, especially too since I wasn't home for a good portion of today. I was like gone and here and not, and then back home. But anyways, the Bulls play in a half an hour, so we're gonna go watch them. I also feel good because I got a lot of dishes done, and when we ended up putting all of the groceries away, we also cleaned out the fridge, so the fridge is all cleaned. Can you guys see? We have literally a fully stocked fridge in here. And so I got all that done, but look at that's like all produce right here. All of this all the way back, that's all produce, and both of our crispers are full. That's literally how much produce we have in here. Plus some of that is produce in there too, and a few things that like I don't want people to touch that's supposed to be for dinner tonight, which I'm actually gonna real quick maybe steam up some broccoli and cauliflower, which I forgot about. Darn it. Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna have to do that. I forgot about it though because we were gone and now we're back, but everybody else can eat. I'll just make the broccoli and cauliflower and we can have it like either tomorrow too, and also like tonight later too. But I'm gonna do that real quick. Well guys, it is about 10:30 and I am just downright exhausted. I was up so early this morning. I went to bed kind of late-ish last night, like not super late, but I was up at like 7 o'clock, which is early for me. And I got a ton of stuff done too, like tons of errands ran and all that kinds of fun stuff. But I feel like the vlog already for today was kind of long, so I'm gonna actually end it here. If you guys did enjoy today's vlog though, make sure you guys give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So bye guys. The dinner before Dad dug into it. I'm just kidding. I actually called everybody to dinner, but it normally takes them like 20 minutes, so I ended up posting the picture on Instagram first. All right, there we go. So I post the picture on Instagram first, and then normally I do the video, and then by then everybody's actually finally at the dinner table. So I got the cream cheese pasta right here. It's got the Italian seasoning on it and cream cheese, 2 things of pasta. This was probably about $3 to do this in total. And the salad was probably about $2. If I were to have added up everything that I bought between the 3 salads this week and then divided it by 3, it would probably come out to right around $2 or something like that. So this was like a $5 dinner in total. Super cheap, super inexpensive, and pretty healthy too. It probably would have been better like if I would have went with like a whole wheat or something like that pasta, but still it was organic, so still pretty healthy dinner for tonight. I mean, I know it's kind of carbs, but we are offsetting that with salad tonight. Pretty cheap and healthy.